Hello again guys. In this video we're gonna do some brackets for a wall mounted dummy. We're gonna start off with a nice piece of timber, hardwood. Any hardwood will do the job. Select a piece of timber that is a little bit bigger than the finish measurements. First thing is that we're gonna plane off both sides, get it nice and straight. Now I have planed off both sides and I'm gonna start cutting it in shape. We end up with two identical pieces of timber. Now I'm gonna round off the edges. You can use anything you want as long as it's round. Make your markings. Same at the other end. Now I have rounded off the edges, top and bottom. So I have two identical pieces timber. I made them the same length as my dummy. So I'm gonna start making some markings now. Now before I made these round cuts, I made this bit 100% square. So I know that this bit right here is in a 90-degree angle with this side. So I'm going to take my measurements from this part here. I'm going to put down 16 centimeters. This will be our bottom. I'm going to do the same on the opposite part, 16 centimeters. Now I have my two markings and I'm going to use one of these to line them up, the two parts. So from now on, when you do make any markings, you do it on both pieces of timber. Now the line we've just made is going to be the top part of our support. I leave a bit of space down here just so I can make a fine finish around this edge of, but I'll get to that later. This one right here I've made about 14 centimeters. Now we've made the markings for the top, for the bottom part. Now we need the measurements for the top part. The measurements that we're looking for is the bottom part of the dummy, this right here, bottom part of the horizontal support on the dummy, from here to the bottom part of the top horizontal support. Now I'm not going to tell you the measurements because this distance can vary a lot from dummy to dummy. So as long as you take the measurements from the bottom to the bottom. Now I have found my measurement right here, and I'm just going to mark one of the two timbers, same down here, just one, and just make a line all the way on the other side. Now I have the exact same distance on both. Now I need the measurements for my support arms from here to here. Marking. Same procedure as last time, only do the markings on the one piece. There we go. bottom. Now this is how the support arms are going to sit, and they're gonna look like this. I need a line more, and that's that one there, about the 6 centimeters. So I'm gonna make a marking again here, about here, and up to here, the 6 centimeters, because this part here will go through. Now we've made the third line, and right here, this is where we need our cutout. Make sure when you do this that your timber is clearly marked, top parts, left and right and front and so on, so you don't make any mistakes when you start to drill the holes and cut them out. Now we can take them apart. We've finished with all the horizontal lines, and we're gonna do a center line. I've made the center line, both bottom and top, and then we're gonna do the thickness of the timber. Connect the two lines, and this part here is the one that we're going to cut out. The places where we need to cut the timber out is now marked. Now we're going to take a normal drill bit and drill 2 holes opposite. The hole needs to be big enough to fit a normal standard jigsaw blade in. Now these holes that we've made is just so we can get the jigsaw in and cut. Now I've gone close to the line at this part here. This is where I'll start with the jigsaw and go all the way around. These cutouts, there's a little trick. If you have a jigsaw like this, you notice the teeth are pulling all the sawdust up. That means if you turn it this way and saw, it will take all the sawdust up and you can't see the line. And you'll also get a bad result with the edges. Look how rough they are. That's not something you want for the front part. This is the back. So when you do make your cuts, turn the jigsaw upside down and do it this way. Hold it underneath. This way you can see the line and there's no sawdust. Plus you'll get some very nice sharp edges. This is the front part. When we have made the cutouts, we need to make the brackets that is actually holding the dummy. So measure the thickness of the piece that is going onto the wall. That was 30 mil thick. 30 mil thick. 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters. This I need to cut off. I've cut this off with a normal jigsaw, just this part, and let's see if it fits. This should be a fairly tight fit. And there you go. This will be the bottom parts.